I heard some shit about you. I heard some shit about you on the internet.
About me too, man.
I heard you got kicked. What they say?
Next one. Would you be okay with your friend doing business with your enemy?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I can't go to the Max B party because you're my friend. Yeah.
Why?
Because you my friend. Yeah. Talk about it.
Man, this whole situation looking wild right now. At this point, it either got to be the smartest podcast rollout anybody ever cooked up, or somebody at the Let's Rap About It podcast is getting walked out the building with a cardboard box tonight. Because there's just no way all this happened by accident. The timing is way too perfect. First, Milo decides he's not pulling up to Max B's welcome home party. He said he was doing that out of respect for Jim Jones, and the internet instantly exploded with theories.
All the flavors. Got that horsepower, baby. That's a nice big valve. I use it myself.
Yeah, they did. He said you was there. He said you was out. I didn't even remember. This was crazy. That's what they told me. He said you was out. The internet kicked you off.
I can't rap about it no more.
Well, people don't know. You see, both of us have different opinions, and I think it's dope that because I always feel like two things can be true at the same time.
Right.
Right. You felt one way, I felt another way.
Right.
You went to the party, but you had already had a conversation. Talk about it.
Yeah, I feel like I never was around Max. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we had our own relationship through who we know or whatever. And me being around Jim as long as I've been around Jim, and Jim being around my moms and my kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta holler at Capo, like, yo, bro, how you feel about that? Because I got invited directly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna definitely have that convo with bro before I just pop up and he gotta hear about it. That's just me.
No, it's definitely honored, bro. And I think, like I was saying, like me and Fad was talking earlier, as individual men, we don't always have to have the same opinion, right? I felt like because the relationship I didn't build with Cap over the last 5 or 6 years, that I just felt like it wasn't in me to go stand next to anybody he had an issue with or whatever, because the relationship is strong and it's past.
People were arguing, posting clips, dropping think pieces like something major was brewing behind the scenes. Then boom, the very next day, Dave East shows up at Max's private dinner like it's the most normal thing in the world. He walked in, smiling, laughing, just chilling, like the whole room wasn't tight with tension after everything that went down the night before. That moment had the streets turned all the way up. Some folks jumped online saying Dave East was moving shady, calling him disloyal, saying he should have stayed out of it. But other people fired back instantly, reminding everybody that Dave don't got beef in this. Dave worked with Max B before. He always showed him love, and honestly, those people weren't wrong. Dave never had a personal issue with Max, so why would he skip a dinner he was personally invited to? And the way Dave East handled everything, man, he showed he wasn't stressing about anything at all. He ignored all that messy chatter online, didn't give no interviews, didn't drop no cryptic posts, nothing. He stood on the fact that he cool with Max B, he cool with Max's whole circle, and he understood that all of them were probably gonna cross paths again that same weekend anyway.
Was at the Jets game yesterday. Now, Mano, you were there, and people were believing that y'all went together.
Right, absolutely not. I didn't even see him. People gotta understand it's an 80,000 stadium.
You know, and the reason why it was such a big deal is because you have
because I
let's
said,
rap about it with Jim Jones.
Right. Understand that I got a relationship with him. So my whole thing is this: I really understand that I don't come from the same world a lot of people come from. If I got a relationship with you that extends past professionalism and it's personal, I'm at your home and I know your parents, right? I just don't feel right if you at odds with somebody else, right? Knowing that we got a personal relationship, going out my way to go congregate or party with them, right? Now, that's a choice. Seeing them somewhere else is not, right? Because two things can be true at the same time. I can respect my relationship that I got with you, but at the same time, it don't mean no disrespect to somebody else. It means that I'm just clear on where I stand.
So would you have taken a picture if y'all did run into each other?
I mean, I can't say that, right? Because the truth of the matter is it didn't happen, right? That man just gave back 75 years, so that should be the narrative, not a made up narrative about a football game.
Mm-hmm. Method Man was there too, right, by the way. He's the photographer.
He was the cameraman.
Crazy.
And my choice in my relationship, see, this is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. If my relationship with you is more than professional, then I'm gonna respect my relationship. That's just who I am as a man.
What if you had, because you and Max B were cool before all this?
Yeah, we was cool. He started a lot of people don't know, he started his career by coming to Brooklyn to record with us.
Right.
Early on, before his affiliation with Jim Jones. This
okay.
Is a fact. You know
so what does that mean for that relationship then? Because you guys did have a friendship too.
But it's never been this extensive as the relationship that I got with Capo. Now listen to this. I don't think no man would feel no way about that because it's respect. I'm saying this is a man that I break bread with. We get money together. We got business together. You know, we do family things together, right? So that relationship flourished in the last 5 years to a different level.
Okay.
So that's just the same as mine, as me and you, right? Our relationship, I'm at your home. I know your parents. That's a different level of relationship.
Right.
I can't, my principle is not going to allow me to just, go out my way to congregate with people that you feel like you got a problem with, even if I'm not pumping that, even if I think that the problem should be over.
Yeah. Which you do think.
Right, but that's not me. That's not my call.
It's not your call. You would like it to be over, and you
100%.
Yes. Okay.
I would love for all of New York to be
because Max B has said that he squashed things with Jim Jones.
Right.
But Jim Jones has not yet squashed it.
But I'm the one that been out here pumping New York unity for the last 5, 6 years, 7 years, or whatever. So I would love if that was a perfect world. But check this out. That's not my call. And I can't tell another man how to handle his issues. All I can do is say, look, this is the side that my relationship flourished on this side. And
he moved like somebody who knew exactly where he stood, calm, unbothered, and ready for whatever came next. Anyway, that's exactly why Dave pulled up to that dinner dressed like it was the first day back at school. He came fitted, focused, and ready, like he already knew all eyes were going to be on him the moment he walked through that door. Dave wasn't playing, he showed up like someone who understood the room before he even stepped into it. He kept telling people straight up, I know how this rap game moves. 1 week, everybody yelling, throwing shots, unfollowing each other, making the internet think a war is coming. And then the next week, those same people are shaking hands, taking pictures, and laughing like nothing ever went down. And the only one who ends up looking silly is the person who picked a side too fast and didn't wait for the dust to settle. He'd been repeating that nonstop like a lesson he learned the hard way. Then, yesterday, that brand new podcast episode mysteriously leaked, and whoever leaked it knew exactly what buttons they were pushing, because the audio was wild enough to get the whole timeline heated. For the first time, Dave East laid out his entire reasoning to Mayo and Jim Jones, and the way he explained it, man, he sounded calm but firm, like he wasn't backing down from anything he said. Every word came out steady, like he had already replayed this conversation in his head 100 times before the mic even turned on. And, look, I can already see the comments section loading up with jokes like, why a grown man asking another grown man for permission to hit a party? But honestly, I respect the way he handled it. That's grown communication. I'd rather somebody come to me straight up and say, yo, I know you don't vibe with this person right now, but they got hookah, they got bottles, and I'm trying to slide, than to sneak around and make things look messy later.
Yeah, they did. He said you was dead. I didn't even remember. This was crazy. That's what they told me. The internet kicked you off.
I can't rap about it no more.
But people don't know. You see, both of us have different opinions. And I think it's both that because I always feel like two things can be true at the same time. Right. You felt one way, I felt another way. Right. You went to the party, but you had already had a conversation with Travis. Talk about it.
Yeah, I feel like I never was around him, Max. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we had our own relationship through who we know or whatever. And me being around Jim as long as I've been around Jim, and Jim being around my moms and my kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta holler at Capo, like, yo, bro, how you feel about that? Because I got invited directly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna definitely have that convo with bro before I just pop up and he got a head about it. Like, that's just me.
No, it's definitely honoring, bro. And I think, like I was saying, like me and Fad was talking earlier, as individual men, we don't always have to have the same feeling, right? I felt like because of the relationship I didn't build with Catherine over the last 5 or 6 years, that I just felt like it wasn't in me to go stand next to anybody he had an issue with or whatever, because the relationship is strong and it's past.
That's grown talk, not drama talk. There's a whole vibe happening, and I'm sliding. I don't want you acting shocked if you see me shaking his hand or telling him, welcome home. That's grown energy right there, straight up. And honestly, that line alone showed exactly where Dave's head is at. He's not moving like a kid picking teams on the playground. He's moving like a man who knows how to handle real-life situations without adding more mess to it. Now, I don't know what Jim Jones truly feels deep down about all this, and I'm not going to pretend to read his mind, but you gotta salute Dave East for not letting people push him into choosing sides like a rookie. That's experience. That's someone who's been in the rap game long enough to know that most beefs ain't even permanent. It's just waves that come and go. And let's be real for a second. This whole situation is gold for his podcast. He knows the entire internet is locked in, waiting to hear what he's gonna say about Max B. He knows people want to hear his voice, his energy, his tone. They want to know if he's nervous, confident, confused, or standing on business. The anticipation alone had people refreshing their feeds every 5 minutes. But here's where things get even crazier. When that leaked podcast audio hit the internet, you could literally hear the whole room go still the moment Dave East started explaining how fast things flipped on him. 1 minute the streets hyping him up like he can do no wrong, and the next minute they calling him fake just because he showed love to Max B. The switch up was so fast it didn't even make sense. Dave said the pressure came from every single angle. As soon as those photos from Max B's dinner dropped, his phone started going off like an alarm. He said people were texting him non-stop, acting like he committed a major crime. They wanted explanations. Why you pull up? Who invited you? Who you sit next to? Why you smiling in the pictures? The questions were wild, like he owed people a full play-by-play breakdown of his night. He said it felt like folks were treating him like he betrayed somebody just for showing face at a dinner. And he wasn't having none of that energy, not even a little. You could hear in his voice that he was tired of people trying to guilt-trip him into taking sides in a situation he had zero involvement in. Then he looked at Milo and Jim and told them straight up, with no hesitation, I'm cool with both of you, and I'm cool with Max. I'm not burning no bridges for problems I wasn't even part of. And the whole room felt that. Everybody knew he was saying something real. Everybody knew he wasn't lying. That moment right there set the tone. Dave East wasn't choosing sides, he was choosing peace, and he wasn't scared to say it. He's standing right in the middle of 2 different camps, and he's still trying to move like a grown man without getting dragged back into old drama. And the craziest part? Dave said he didn't even think the internet was going to explode like this. He really thought that dinner was going to stay low-key until somebody in that room started posting clips like they were getting paid by a gossip page. He said once that happened, he knew he had to face the mess head-on in the podcast and speak his truth loud and clear. But the moment that had everybody's jaw touching the floor was when Dave East finally revealed what went down before he even walked into that dinner. He said people around the city were already whispering, trying to paint it like he was picking a side before he even picked out his outfit. That's how fast things spin when your name gets tied to Max B and Jim Jones at the same time. Dave said he started getting calls from folks saying, yo, you know this might cause problems later, right? And he said he just laughed because he wasn't beefing with anybody. He told them straight, I'm showing up to celebrate somebody finally coming home after years inside. And that energy alone had people nervous because nobody knew which direction the story was about to flip. Every move felt like it could turn into a headline. Then he admitted something that shocked the whole room. He said he walked in, expecting maybe a couple cameras, a few photos, nothing major. But he did not expect the entire dinner to feel like a full-blown movie set. Lights everywhere, phones out, energy loud, like everybody was trying to catch the moment before the moment even happened. That's when he realized this wasn't just a dinner. This was a whole situation waiting to blow up. Lights flashing, phones up, people whispering, and folks lining up angles like they were filming a whole documentary. Dave said the second he saw all that, he knew somebody in that room was going to leak something because the vibe felt way too staged to stay private. And when he told Mono and Jim that, they both went quiet because they knew exactly what he was hinting at. Somebody in that room wasn't just celebrating Max B coming home, they were trying to create a moment, a storyline, something to stir the pot, and they wanted Dave standing right in the middle of it. That's the part that made everything feel even more sketchy. But here's what Dave East pulling up to that dinner really showed, something people forget way too often. At some point, everybody gotta grow up. Nobody out here is trying to fight every day. Nobody trying to wild out for no reason. And nobody trying to end up in jail at this stage in life. A lot of these dudes are in their 40s and 50s now, and the history they carry shouldn't control their whole future. And let's be real, if Jim Jones could make peace with French Montana after everything that went down back in the day, then there's no reason he can't eventually reach that same grown space again. Sit down with Max B too, it might take a minute, but trust me, that moment is coming sooner than people expect. I can even see Max B popping up on Let's Rap About It way earlier than anybody thinks, especially with how loud the street's been talking lately. Jump in the comments and tell me what you think about Dave East. Giving Jim that heads up, was it solid or unnecessary? And make sure you subscribe to Drip Zine, hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this video so more people can tap in. Help the algorithm go crazy by smashing that hype this video button. See you in the next video.